guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ailín and today I'm going to be picking my TBR for the month of July. So I'm going to be using the same method I use every month, and that's the TBR jar method. I'm going to be picking 6 prompts and I'm going to be choosing books that fit the prompts. So a little recap of last month. I ended up reading 4 out of 6 books. That's okay. I'm actually happy with 4 out of 6. I think that's totally fine. I am aiming for 6 out of 6 though. By the way, last month I did a bonus book. That did not happen, so let's forget that I added a 7th book. Let's start picking the TBR for July. I'm very excited. I have some ideas of videos that I want to make. Hopefully I will be including those books on the TBR somehow. Let's pick the first prompt. Let's go with this one. First one says Kindle pick. So a book that's on my Kindle. You know what? I'm going to choose, I don't know which one it is, but I'll be showing you on the screen. I'm going to pick the next book in the Imperfectly Perfect series. That's a mafia series that I'm reading. I recently picked it back up and I became obsessed again, so I'm going to be choosing whatever the next book is that I need to read in that series. I'm going to be choosing that one. So that was easy. A Kindle pick is really good. It's really good to always have a Kindle read. I like reading those at night or when I'm out of the house and I can read on my phone. Next prompt. Okay, let's shake it again. Okay, this one says cover you don't like. This is very, what's the word, ambiguous. This is very subjective. Well, definitely not an off-campus book or a Elsie Silver book because I actually like cartoon covers. I think that's an unpopular opinion. I don't know. There's people that are against cartoon covers because, you know, because of the content of the books and they look very cute. I actually like them. If you advertise the books for what they are, then I really like them. I think they're very cute. I don't think I dislike any of the covers, but I'm going with the one that's, I guess it's closer to being disliked, and that's Curry Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I don't dislike this cover. Actually, I like this one better than the paperback edition. I think I dislike the UK one, and this one is the one that I like the best out of all of them. But I do have to say the people on the cover is not my favorite. I do like it in this context. You know what? I think it's the one that I like the least out of all of the covers that I have right now on the TBR. Actually, that's a lie. I forgot about a book. Never mind. I don't want to read it. That's the thing. But you know what? I have to be fair and square. This is horrible. Everything about it. I don't like the people on the cover, the colors. I don't like anything about this. It's not the same as this. I think this is beautiful. This is terrible. I hate this and I need to read it. This is the next book in the Shadowhunter Chronicles that I have to read. I have this one left and the Last Hours trilogy. So I have 4 books left. Cassandra Clare is publishing the last trilogy in the Shadowhunter Chronicles. I think she starts publishing the books fall of this year. I need to catch up so I can read that book when it comes out. So I do need to hurry up and read this, even though I don't want to. It's the responsible thing to do, and I even forgot that I had it. It means I had it for a long time and I'm procrastinating and putting it off. So I need to read it. So this is the second book on the July TBR. Let's pick the next one. Let's shake it. This one says number in title. I don't own any. I'm actually not putting it back in because I don't have any. Let's go again. Let's go for this one. Oh, I want to cheat. I'm not cheating. The worst thing that can happen is I don't read the book. Longest book. I don't know if that's It by Stephen King or Alchemist. I bet Stephen King is longer. Oh my god. This book has 1,153 pages. I haven't gotten around to reading this. This is the book that has been on my TBR the longest. 7-8 years maybe. I am obsessed with the movies, so I know that I would love this book. It's just the size. It really is the size. It's a size problem for me. It intimidates me a lot. I don't usually read horror. The concept of reading a 1,000-page horror book, even though I already know the story, it really intimidates me. I'm putting it on the TBR. Okay, new to you author. Let's do... I can't do that either. Okay, I don't know what to do. I have The Perfect Book, Carabao by Stephanie Garber. I don't think I've been obsessed with a romantasy for a long time. I was thinking about this the other day. Yes, I've read 5-star fantasies, but I didn't experience the feeling that I experienced when reading Akatar and Shatter Me. Like that obsession that I need to finish this series. I don't know, I haven't experienced that, and I'm actually looking for that feeling. I think Carabao can give it to me. It's a young adult romantasy, I believe, and it's more focused on the romance, I believe. I'm just looking for that feeling of being obsessed with fantasy, and I need it to be more romance than fantasy. If you have any recommendations, please leave them down below and subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you very much. I feel like Once Upon a Broken Heart could give me that feeling, but I don't have Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I want to read this first because this comes first. So this is going on the TBR for a new author to me. Let's pick the 5th prompt. I'm going for this one. Yes! 2-word title. I have been making my way through the off-campus series, and this is the next book that I need to read. There's a trope that I didn't expect, and I found that out in the last chapter of The Score. So I'm very excited to see what happens with that. If you know, you know. I'm very excited to read this book. I have to say that after I finished The Score, I wasn't rushing to read this book. I feel like this is the one that I'm the least interested in. I'm still excited, and I am going to need a romance like this one with that TBR. I'm looking at the TBR and it's scary. That is very intimidating, so I'm very happy that I got to put this on the TBR. Last prompt. Let's make this a good one, okay? Please. Okay. Book with multiple POVs. I'm doing myself a favor. Yes, I'm putting another romance on the TBR. Sue Me, The Front Runner by Elsie Silver. I'm pretty sure this has multiple POVs. Mira and Stefan. Oh, Mira and Stefan. Right, this is their book. I'm actually very excited. I have been making my way through the off-campus series and the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver, so this is actually very exciting. It's a really short book. I'm very excited actually because the last book, A Photo Finish, was a 5 stars. I actually read that in my 24-hour reading vlog. I gave it a 5 stars and I really enjoyed it, so I'm very excited to see what I think of this one. Let's do a little recap. For a Kindle read, we have this book, the next book that I need to read in the Imperfectly Perfect series. Then for the ugliest cover, I chose Ghosts of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare. Longest book on the TBR, It by Stephen King. New to me author, I chose Carabao by Stephanie Garber. Book with a 2-word title, I chose The Goal by Elle Kennedy. And last but not least, a book with multiple POVs, I chose The Front Runner by Elsie Silver. There we go. That's the TBR. Yay. I'm very excited for July. I'm actually very excited. I actually am. I'm trying to be. This is very different. Hopefully I'll read 6 out of 6. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel to see if I end up reading It by Stephen King. Stay tuned. I hope you all have a great reading month. Comment down below what's on your TBR, what books are you excited to read this month, and yes, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!